Well, here we are, the filming locations of Hot Fuzz. Sadly, a lot of the stuff in the beginning of the film has either been demolished or is non-accessible to the public. So the first place I was actually able to get was the train station. But first of all, let me just explain. It looks like I actually was producing this video when I was 3 years old. So that's Nicholas in his police car, and that's me in my police car. I'll show you again. Me in my police car, Nicholas Angel in his. Let's get to the train station. Okay, so this is the train station where Nicholas Angel. Oh no, we missed a train. Where Nicholas Angel. Where Nicholas Angel is waiting for his train with his little peace lily. Now we need to work out what side of the road it is. Well, side of the track. Should be fun. You can't even actually see the name on it, but it is the Swan because of the swan.
Another cranberry juice?
I'm fine, thank you.
So Simon Pegg is just looking here at like a plaque with something in. I'm not really too sure what he's looking at. And then Danny's over here getting in his car. That's my car, but Danny's over there in his VW Jetta. And he's like, "You're not going to drive that, are you?" He's like, "No."
I hope you're not planning on driving that.
No.
And I think the camera's sort of down here somewhere, because the car just reverses straight into where he would have been, and Nicholas Angel rolls out the way. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Parking near or outside a filming location to a film is pretty wicked.
Right. I'm taking you to the station. Where is it?
That was definitely from that little fella who was arrested. Okay, so this bit here, they're walking on the street.
Yep.
And they bump into
a youth who's having a cheeky wee up against the wall, and they come and say, "Come on," to go. And the youth is like, "What?" And then they nick him.
And they nick him, these crusty jugglers.
Yeah.
What?
And it's right here by the church. I didn't know that it was here, but it is. And you can tell because that building that's currently got scaffolding all around it is in the shot. There was a youth doing a wee around here. One of them crusty jugglers.
Crusty jugglers.
Okay, so this is as close as we can get to Sanford Police Station. I can't really get any closer because this is a private residence now.
We are the Village Green Preservation Society.
Morning, Sergeant.
We are the Village Green Preservation Society.
Morning, Sergeant.
God save.
Morning, Angel. Okay, so this scene is when James Bond, Timothy Dalton, runs out and says,
Lock me up. I'm sorry? I'm a slasher and I must be stopped.
"You're a what?"
A slasher of prices.
What else does he say? "Lock me up, what?" Brilliant.
Just kidding. I'm Simon Skinner. I run the local supermarché. Drop in and see me sometime. My discounts are criminal. Catch me later!
You ever fired two guns whilst jumping through the air? No. You ever fired one gun whilst jumping through the air? No.
Annette, that Sergeant Angel's coming into your shop. Get a look at his arse.
What about Lethal Weapon?
No.
You seen Die Hard, do?
No.
Bad Boys 2?
No.
Sergeant Angel.
Morning, the Swan's escaped.
The Swan's escaped?
Yeah.
Right, and where's the Swan escaped from exactly?
The castle.
Oh yeah, and who might you be?
Mr. Staker. Yeah, Mr. Peter Ian Staker.
Peter Ian Staker.
P.I. Staker.
Yeah.
Right, Piss Taker. Come on!
Yes, Mr. Staker. We'll do everything we can. Can you describe it to me?
It's about 2 foot tall, long, slender neck.
Yeah.
Kind of orange and black bill.
Anything else?
Well, it's a swan.
Wait, it's a swan.
So in this scene, they're trying to catch the swan.
Yes.
That's better, you're not so close up. And they're sort of like rooting around here, aren't they?
Yeah.
Nick Frost starts doing an impression of a swan. Honk! 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 You'll scare them off. No luck catching them swans then. It's just the one swan actually.
No luck catching them swans then?
It's just the one swan, actually.
And in this scene, they're both in the police car, chatting about random stuff.
Want anything from the shop? You've just been to the shop. Thinking of a different shop. What shop were you thinking of? What shop were you thinking of?
Super cop. Meet the cop that can't be stopped.
And where that lady is there, that is where the Jeep pulls out and Nicola's Angel jumps over it.
Trotter! Right, trouble in the High Street. Sergeant Angel's having a spot of bother.
Roger that.
Across here, he runs through here and then through this gate. And Nicola's Angel comes running through there this way, and they're just like running all this way, running literal miles. I say literal miles, not really. And you're running, are you, darling? Are you running? Are you running? Uh-oh. The camera's here.
Yeah.
And Nicola's Angel has someone like go on a bike one of these two ways. I can't remember which way.
He goes.
Yeah, and he's like, morning.
Morning, Sergeant.
Morning, Sergeant.
Morning, Sergeant.
And right here is where he stops. And he looks and says, you mothers. You mothers. And all the mothers with their buggies are walking towards him.
Cut through here.
Old matey boy's having a little rest here. And then Simon Pegg just sort of jumps down here. They look at each other. And then they continue the race. And they're running this way like this. Honestly, like walking round wells, and in some cases running for YouTube, is wicked. I love it. Yeah, it's cool. Like, just this is a filming location for a movie, a Hollywood movie made by Universal Studios. Very cool. And I actually parked like right opposite the alleyway where all of that happened, right there. And weirdly, the camera pans up and they end up down this sort of alleyway. You got the kids here with their spray cans, the youths. But yeah, just act like you're running because we're both really knackered running around here. And he nicks his can, grab a can, and there you go, kid.
Hey, give me that!
And then, wait, a hidden stream.
Ooh.
And I think it's here, isn't it? Is this where he throws it, or is it that way? Oh no. Where do you throw?
Probably that way. I don't remember him running into towards house.
So we've just watched the scene again, and yes, it's this way. And those trees right in the centre of the screen are really little. Well, I mean, they've had 20 odd years to grow, I guess. Danny manages to catch up. He's sort of putting old Pete in the handcuffs.
You didn't have to say anything, however it may harm your defence if you fail to mention when questioned something you later rely on in court. Anything you do say can be given in evidence.
He comes running in, out of breath.
And he's like, all right, Danny. All right, Pete.
All right, Danny.
What, Pete?
And he says, you know him? And he's like, yeah, he's Auntie Jackie's sister's brother's boy.
Do you know this man?
Yeah, he's Auntie Jackie's sister's brother's boy.
He's like, you didn't think to tell me before? And he's like, not made of eyes.
Not made of eyes.
And it didn't occur to you to mention this before?
I couldn't see his face, could I? Not made of eyes.
Was that there then, do you think?
Harm your defence if you fail to mention
Yup.
when questioned something you later rely on in court. Anything.
And they're here in the police car, doing radar speed control.
Have you ever seen Point Break?
No.
So this is what I do for YouTube. I'm perched on quite a significant drop by the side of a busy road. Just to get this shot, and now Laura's recorded me. Danny and Nicholas are pulled over in the Panda car, chatting about all sorts.
Have you ever fired your gun up in the air and gone, ah?
No, I have not ever fired my gun up in the air and gone, ah.
So have you ever fired your gun up in the air and gone, ah?
No, I've never fired a gun up in the air and gone, ah. And just so you know, the lay-by is right up there. So when they leave from here, they will spin out with the blue lights on. They drive literally like 150 yards to there to pull over the yellow Saab.
If you'd have paid attention to me in school, you'd understand that it's not all about gunfights and car chases. Fire up the roof.
That was brilliant.
Oh my God, I've been waiting here for like 3 minutes for there to be no cars. Oh my stars.
Am I going a tad fast, officer?
So they pull over the yellow Saab with Martin Blower and Eve Draper in.
Yes, you were, Mr. Blower.
Well, now, you see, we are staging a homage to William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, and I'm a little late for the dress rehearsal.
And they're asking him all sorts of questions, and he's like, stop writing!
Stop writing!
Stop writing. See what I did then?
You hypnotised him.
Right, so you got your little flip book,
My little flip
which is made of tissues. Have you drawn anything? No.
Sadly not, no.
This notebook has saved my skin more times than I care to mention. And you should think about using yours more often.
Flip through it anyway.
I do use mine.
Show me. That's just extraordinary.
Oh God, hilarious.
You see the one on the other side?
I've stolen the clock, I've stolen the clock, I've stolen the...
Yeah, got him. Oh, my arm, oh, my spine. Bang, eat that.
And this is where, after the theatre, it's called Little Theatre actually, after going to the theatre and watch a Romeo and Juliet.
Again, let me extend my sincere apologies for earlier.
It's quite all right, Mr. Blower.
He says, drive safe.
Drive safe.
And he says, you know that was the guy we did for speeding earlier.
He's like,
I know.
Oh, drive safe. Oh, my God.
You know, that's the bloke we done for speeding earlier.
Yeah.
I just kind of want to touch the little pole. Touch the little pole. It's cool being here. So Laura is now where the hooded fella was. In fact, put your hood up. Yeah, you're like a dark hooded fella. And then they do like these cool jump cuts where you disappeared. She didn't really, she's over there.
Yeah. Decaffeinated.
And then we're here again because Eve Draper and Martin Blower have been decaffeinated.
Little Brian Libby found him out in his paper round. You'll be having nightmares for a while. Must have hit the sign at some speed. Took the old top off.
I've had my top off on this layboy.
Tits.
In fact, just there is the sign where you can see the Welcome to Sanford sign, and it's all dented and smashed because that's what they got decaffeinated on.
Little Brian Libby found him out in his paper round.
And Timothy Dalton drives on by like this in his Jaguar.
There never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.
I think he's listening to Dire Straits. Yeah, he's listening to Dire Straits, Romeo and Juliet. He just drives on by, big old smirk.
News travels fast.
I love struck Romeo, sing the streets of fair. What he said.
And this here, we're almost certain, is where Martin Blower lived, and that's his house that got blowed up. We're almost certain that it's that.
It's hardly in keeping with the village's rustic aesthetic, is it?
Right, I haven't just watched the scene. Yes, this is Martin Blower's house that blows up. Hardly in keeping with the village's rustic aesthetic, is it? So we are a little bit nervous because this is a private lane. And
it's very, very private. They clearly
very, very private. They don't want us here.
Which is fair enough.
So we're going to go.
Yeah. We're going to respect it a little bit.
But Martin Blower's house. Cool. I mean, it is still there. It didn't explode. In this scene, Constable Butterworth and Butterman.
Yeah.
Butterman.
I think, yeah.
Constable Butterman. Captain Bitterman and Nigel Farage. Right, so there's the church in the background. The quality of this camera sucks. It really sucks. Anyway, they're walking up here to Danny's house. And Danny's house is...
Well, this is me.
So I'm not sure they're this close, but
No.
they are talking in front of the house, in front of
Exactly.
Danny's house,
Yeah.
like this. I don't know what they're saying.
So they're saying, do you want to come in for a beer? No, sorry, no. He says, do you want to come in for a coffee, cup of tea? And he was like, no, coffee after like whatever time. And he was like, how about another beer? And he was like,
Unless you want to come in for a cup of coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
Tea?
No caffeine after midday.
How about another beer?
And it's this house. I wonder if they know. Do you think they know?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah?
Well, I don't know.
I'd like to think they know.
I hope they know.
Anyway, lighting for this entire production comes to you courtesy of my car.
Right.
Butterman. No, Butterworth.
Butterman, yeah.
Butterman, I was right. Anyway, another location down. And then back at Martin Blower's house, his house just blows up.
I don't know, quite like a little midnight gobble.
Cox.
Testing. Someone's in for a surprise at 3 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. It's the raffle with a very special guest presenter.
This is the scene where Olivia Colman's character is laughing and going, that's me after a couple of pints. Because of that spit roast. And this is the Splat the Rat scene. And Axe Valley Vets is still here, like 20 years later. And this is the scene where the Andys jump up on Nicholas and say, "Solved any murders, Nicholas?"
Shark! Seen any murderings, Nicholas?
Look at the little curvy bit of bit.
Seen any murderings, Nicholas?
Come on, boys, leave Sergeant Angel alone. He's working.
Sorry, Chief.
But there's no bench. Well, there are benches, but they're like there. Nicholas. And right here is where the little shooting gallery bit is. Like right here, basically, where I'm standing is where it'd be. And they've got the camera sort of looking through this bit magically.
This is a rifle range.
You'd be really good at it.
Is the newest addition to the Sanford Police Force.
Service.
Sergeant Nicholas Angel.
And right here is where the Andys shout, "Prick, wanker! Prick, wanker! Prick, wanker!" Oh, there it is. There's the clock that Tim Messenger died under. He was like, "Oh, dead. Random dog." It's not quite 3 o'clock. In fact, in real life, it's actually 5 to 2, but the clock's wrong. But yeah, that's the clock. And right up there is where the baddie drops the concrete bit. And it's like, whoa! And Tim Messenger is there going like, all right. And he gets completely ruined. There's blood everywhere.
Oh, no!
And he's all sort of splatty here. Stand back, there's been a terrible accident.
Stand back, there's been a terrible accident.
And he's just sort of lying down there as they're all pretty shocked.
Oh, just an accident. It's all right, there's nothing to see.
At the fact there's a man with concrete hanging out of his head. Very realistic. So this is the inside of the church.
So I think all these deaths are linked. I think Tim Messenger was murdered.
Who could do something like this?
So we can't actually work out if this church was used in the film or not. So we're filming, and then we're going to try and line some stuff up afterwards.
Maybe it was the Swan.
Apparently, they can break a man's arm or blow up a man's house.
Listen, you parrot.
Whoa, Nicholas. Now, let me get this straight. Are you saying that this is a crime scene?
Yes, sir, I am.
Very well. Detectives, sir. Start interviewing everyone who was at the fete.
He's got short.
Sergeant Fisher, what? Secure the area.
But anyway, that's basically everything that happened in the fete. Yeah. Very pretty churchy. Obviously, we couldn't get up to the roof, which is a shame. And even if we could, we wouldn't be able to drop a big old piece of masonry onto a journalist. So, yeah. Look, and do you know where it's at? It's at Priest's Row. That's the name of this road. Priest's Row. This has been wicked. Yeah, we've got lots of other places to do, but this has been good fun.
Nicholas, Danny, you know what to do.
You don't know when to switch off.
You don't know how to switch off!
So in this scene here, they're both sat in the panda car talking about random stuff.
Hey, look, Mr. Treacher's got his big coat on again. You want anything from the shop? Cornetto.
No luck catching them killers then?
It's just the one killer, actually.
So I'm a little bit sad that we actually haven't got like a camera crew here that I can be with Laura and we can be both parties. She can be Shaun of the Dead and I can be Nick Frost.
It's just the one killer, actually.
No luck catching them killers then?
It's just the one killer, actually.
No luck catching them killers then?
It's just the one killer, actually.
Well, some man has parked right where I wanted to stand to film this. But hey, I mean, what does he know? Anyway, this is where Nicholas Angel, runs through. Nicholas Angel like runs and hops over a gate. Sadly, the door's shut, but that's the door. That is what he runs through. No, not that. The gate, the imaginary gate, is basically where the door is. Oh. So let's. I know I didn't say where it was. What's funny is I kind of assumed you'd know where it was because, you know, our favourite film.
I did really well.
Okay, hold on, let's go here. Right, go on in, action. Oh God! Oh God!
I can't jump.
No, I know. To be honest with you, I wouldn't have been able to do it any better.
Otherwise, I would have jumped into the door. My face looks really
pronounced. Our faces look very pronounced. Oh, we've spent way too long at this. And also, this is a drawbridge. Like, look up there. There's the little like chains that tug on the drawbridge. Yeah. Right. Next location. I like the tiny door inside the giant door.
People see it.
Yeah, people can see it. Can you look how tiny it is? Well, to be fair, it's only the size of my own wife. Cobwebs. Cobwebs. Have a little go on the knocker. It works. Yeah, we're spending way too much time here. I don't care.
There's a graveyard through there.
It's what, you can see through it?
Yeah, through the top of the
On
door.
it. Well, she's not wrong. That is sort of graveyardy, isn't it? Yeah. Through the crack.
Wicked.
I'm quite enjoying walking around here at night, doing the filming locations. It's quite cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's very
peaceful.
pretty, very peaceful, very binny.
Yes, lots of bins.
Lots of bins. And there it is, Sanford Police Station.
Morning. That's what I'm talking about.
Jesus Christ!
Nicholas? Drop him.
You're a doctor. Deal with it.
Yeah, deal with it. Anyway, this is the bar, the actual curved bar from the pub. And I'm pretty sure this is where Frank Butterman shoots up at the ceiling and the chandelier drops to the floor.
You incompetent flatfoot!
escaped out of there. So this pub is amazing. It's so pretty. Look at the ceiling. There's little scully fellas. Cool. Oh, I wonder what I was burning my elbow on. It's a real candle. Oh dear. And then here they continue to strategize.
Maybe they're not in. Wait here.
Don't go in on your own.
Don't worry, he knows what he's doing.
Don't worry. He knows what he's doing.
And then there's a big old smash and he comes like falling out like this.
Okay, they're in.
Look, there's the CCTV footage. My, here come the Fuzz.
My, here come the Fuzz.
I mean, it's not quite the angle they have in the movie, but still.
I'll do with the trolley boy.
Love it.
You deal with the store, I'll deal with the trolley boy. Hey?
Oh! Oh! It's quite magical, isn't it?
Yeah. We're standing right here.
We are literally in the film.
Nice one, Doris.
Nothing like a bit of girl on girl.
Don't know why, but that scene makes me laugh the most. Anyway, this is the police station getting smashed up. Obviously, it's a model, and obviously you've seen us at the real police station. But this scene here, this cottage, I can't find anywhere. I have no idea where it is. It's so annoying. I would have loved so much to have got to see it and just... Man, it's so frustrating. I don't even know what town it's in. I've looked through all the internet. I've looked on YouTube. I've everything. Anyway, here's the church from the graveyard scene. And just so you know, it's also where they filmed The Fate. How cool is that? So I've tried to recreate this as best I can. There's a massive tree in the way. I'll try again. But it's definitely the right place. Oh, there's a man. Try and recreate this. So there's no graves here at all. I'm certain that's about as good as it's going to get, really. Sorry those at home, but yeah, there's no graves anywhere. Just a massive tree that's clearly grown a lot since they filmed here. And there's my wife.
Hope these are okay.
Yeah.
They're lovely.
Yeah, so this is as best as I can get that shot, really. Sorry, those at home. But that is the right house. You've got the little light lamp here. You only see it for a second in the film.
Sergeant Butterman, Little Hand says it's time to rock and roll.
Bring the noise.